Decorate your front porches seasonally with the right products. You know what they say about first impressions. It takes only about 17 seconds to make a first impression, and you can never make a second impression. So those people that are running by on your street, walking up to your door, even the mailman or the UPS guy, I mean, things should look really great. It's just so fun to change things out seasonally.
I'm Becky, and this is my sister Kathy, and we are co-owners of Miss Casey's.
And we create, inspire, educate to decorate. And today we're going to educate how to decorate your front porches seasonally with the right product. And first of all, you need to have good hanging options on your door or your brick or whatever you're going to be using where you're going to hang your things.
I like to use nails in several places. It does not bother me because they're the color of my door. Or I love command hooks and get the ones that will hold the right amount of weight that you need them to do.
If it bothers you, you can always touch up the nail with a little paint or the mortar color if you've got it in your mortar. It's good to use mollies, mortar mollies, and actually drill those in, and then it's very secure for the things that you want to hang.
In all of our decorating, Kathy and I like to pick a theme or a color story. And for my front doorway now, Easter is coming up, so that's the direction that I'm going. And I like bright colors. I'm not as much on pastels for Easter, but this has a great mixture of both. And we always like to use our signature black and white. So we're gonna show you a simple door decor. And depending on what the size of your pocketbook is or your budget, you can add more or a whole lot.
For Easter, I have a screening that I use, or a burley like this.
It's a matter of layering. You can do as much or as little as you want. Think about from year to year, start out with one thing, then you can add bows to your light sconces, add pillows to your bench, layer your rugs down below. It all just can evolve over time, or you can do it all at once if that's what works for you.
Pot stakes make a really fun impression. They come with a little pipe on the back that twists and screws into the back. Also comes with a hanger if you wanted to hang it in somewhere on your porch. These are cute. These are made by Round Top. They're metal. They don't disintegrate or anything like sometimes wooden stuff does. These are, look at the fun carrot and the fun eggs down here. Cute.
One thing that we love about ribbon that we use is it's designer ribbon. It is wonderful fabrics with great wiring, and the great thing about that is it can be reused. I'm going to show you how to tie a bow like what I put on the light sconce. I have my ends cut on a knife edge. I'm going to go up just a little ways, and I'm going to gather in between my fingers. I'm going to make a loop. You see the loop? I'm going to gather it again in my fingers, and I'm going to twist it. If I don't twist it, then I have the wrong side of the fabric to make this loop. The twisting also gives it a poof and fluff as you finish tying it. So now I have my one loop. I'm going to make my second loop. I'm going to gather it up again, and I'm going to twist it. And it takes practice to be able to hold this in your fingers. When you're using the wider ribbon too, I notice that people sometimes will have a little bit more difficulty with that, but practice, practice, practice. Take this piece, tie it over and over and over. I'm going to do the same thing with the black and white polka dot. And this is ribbon that we bring in from one of our best manufacturers that we pick out the designs and patterns that we want. And we think that we really have the best ribbon selection of anywhere in town or really in the world. The next thing I'm going to do is add on a piece of ribbon. If you're short on ribbon or you just want to add a little touch of this, Kathy cut this on the knife edge for me. I'm going to lay it across the middle, and I'm going to gather it up, and then we use floral wire, 20 gauge green floral wire. I placed it underneath my thumb. I'm bringing it to the back. I switch hands to bring it to the other side, keeping my ribbon gathered up. And now this is where you're going to twist it. And we don't like to use pipe cleaners because pipe cleaners, once you've twisted them a time or two, they break off and you have to replace them. This floral wire will last you for seasons to come. All right, and now we'll place it up on our light fixture. And this is a great way to add color and charm if you're having a wedding shower, baby shower, celebration of some type. It's an inexpensive way to add a lot of color and pop to your decor.
Now this is what you would do if you just wanted to take a simple approach to your door and make it really fun and festive. But now we can kick it up a notch and add a lot of cheer.
Kathy and I are in the process of showing you an over-the-top doorway. That means we pull out all the stops, and the first place we start is by attaching a garland around the doorway. Look for something that has a stiffness to the vinyl. This material is a shredded vinyl. It will last longer and it will fluff back from year to year.
This is one of the coolest new items that we've had from the last couple of years, and we've actually helped design some of these, but this is called a ball garland, and it's got all the little individual balls wired on attached to it.
Lay it onto the garland and then twist the garland greenery around it. You don't have to glue, you don't have to use extra wire. It's easy to put on and then it's easy to take off.
This is just a fun everyday look that you could leave out but then could go into a more summery look later on.
This is what we consider a half bow. I'm going to start with my ribbon the same way I do a full bow. Go up just a little bit, gather, make my loop, gather again, and even though the ribbon is the same on the back side, I'm still going to twist because that gathering gives it poof. Cut it on an angle, and so I have one loop on top. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the black and white polka dot, laying that in. I'm going to lay the wire over my thumb, pull it around to the back, and twist it and tie it up tight. This is a simple, easy bow, and it works great on garlands.
Use the wire that is tying the bow together to actually wire onto my garland. And I'm going to just wrap it around. You know, everything that gets attached has to become unattached. So you don't want to necessarily split it and then twist it a bunch of times because then it gets a little challenging to take it off. You want it on there tight enough so that you can pull and take your bows, your tails and everything out and kind of separate them. So easy, yet so fun.
You like stuff that gives projection too, and dimension.
Well, and just unexpected. It's just so fun. It's like, who would have thought of a pick with little flying bees on it? Only Miss Casey's.
Now pulled his head off. Poor little guy.
He'll sting you. And if you wanted to add just another touch to tie in a little more of the yellow and to kind of coordinate with your focal point on your door, you could just take pieces of this and then just add into the ribbon that's on here. So that'd just be a different look for, you know, another month. One of the signature looks at Miss Casey's is the use of black and white everything. We have this really great ball that we have made specifically for us, exclusive. It is also on the website. It comes in 2 sizes.
This is perfect because I could have done my doorway for Christmas and done red and green and gold and black and white. Then switched it out for Valentine's Day. But now we're going to show it for Easter. And so just realize that when you invest in components that are black and white, They can be used almost as a neutral
and quality
throughout everything
yes.
that you're decorating. And so we love it, and it's a great investment.
We're going to use these black and white pics today, and oh, it's going to be so cute.
We'll even have Easter Bunny hats on
Oh
there.
yeah, I like it. We're gonna do our over-the-top Easter garland, and I'm gonna add in this great ivy that makes it so springy and fun and lively, and it just adds so much movement. I'm gonna start up here in the middle, and I'm dividing it out to use it going both ways, and then I'll add my bow in the center, which will be what kicks off this garland. Then we'll start adding all our fun Easter product.
Look at this versus this, this versus this. Look at them side by side. Look how much bigger this product is when you pull it out and you shape it out. So don't be afraid in shaping it out and really get the best value out of your picks. Every bunny needs a carrot. One of the key things to remember when you want to get that wow factor, especially seeing your doorway from the street, is to think about the size of the focal points you're putting in there. You want to be sure you're using a variety of items that are colors, texture, patterns that give so much interest to the eye. And it's all about layering from your doorway to what's on the door, to what's on your porch, with your rugs, with your benches. Everything that you have on there is all about proportion and size. One of the places that we layer and mix textures and patterns is our ribbon. Take a look at the different ribbons we used here, from the black and white polka dot, the turquoise with the gorgeous gold, matte gold polka dot, and then this fabric has just about every color in it. Don't be afraid to mix patterns and textures. It's really what adds the wow factor and gives a lot of interest for the eye to look at.
Is this not fabulous? I mean, I'd say extravagant. I mean, it is just so fun, and it was just fun to make and really pretty easy to make. All you need is just the right products, the right ribbon, the right layering techniques, and you can get this over-the-top look for yourself. Miss Casey's is here to create, inspire, and educate to decorate. Whether it's in the store or on the website, we really want all these bunnies to hop on over to your house and you be the designer and you be the decorator and you do all this fun stuff for yourself. Where's my cocktail?